Hi guys! What's up? It's Emily Kinney. Thank you for joining me today. The first of 4 very exciting summer series that we've got going on. So I'm so happy that you're spending your Friday afternoon with me. This summer is really exciting for me because I am right in the middle of recording a new super long, it was going to be a double album. Now I think it's just going to be an extra long album. I'm a few songs in, so I think it'll be really cool to, as I do this series of shows, to kind of like keep you updated on my progress, maybe share with you little clips of songs so you can see how it's sounding. I'm definitely going in a little bit of a different direction instrumentation wise. But yeah, so today let's just sing some songs, and then I'll play you, like I said, a few new songs, give you some updates, and then we'll do a Q&A. So as always, I feel like a lot of you, the names that I see, you guys have been to these VEEP shows before, so you kind of know. Get your questions ready for the end of the hour. But I'm so happy to see you again. Welcome. Let's start with one of my favorites. It's 15 minutes. I don't want to start a band, I want to start a family. I don't want to follow back, I want to follow through. I don't really know where I put those 15 minutes I found, but it doesn't really matter as long as you're around. Lit up hot on a TV screen, crying to strangers about my dreams, drinking champagne on my own, scrolling through pictures on a telephone in a hotel room. If I could get those 15 back, I'd give them to you. I don't want to take your time, I want to take your weekends. I don't want to hold you back, I want to hold your hand. I don't really know where I put those 15 minutes I found, but it doesn't really matter as long as you're around. Oh, start a watch on your magazine page, but stars, you know, they live so far away, drinking champagne on their own, scrolling through pictures on a telephone in a hotel room. If I could get those 15 back, I'd give them to you. I know you think you want it, you're sure it's worth any trade, but take it from one who's lived it. Nothing is better than the love we just made. Seeking stories is a noble cause, but seeking fame will leave you lost, drinking champagne on your own, scrolling through pictures on a telephone in a hotel room. If I could get those 15 back, if I could get those 15 back, if I could get those 15 back, I'd give them to you. Thanks, you guys. It's such a beautiful summer day here in LA, like sunny, 70 something degrees, I'm sure. So I have the door to my little studio open, and if you saw my eyes go, I thought I saw like a little bird or something. I think it was just flying by the door. So that's where my eyes went. How are you guys doing? Oh, so many claps, so many hearts. That's so nice. I got to do something really fun this week. I got to open for one of my favorite folk artists. His name's Donovan Woods. I actually had him on my coffee podcast a while back. So I've been sort of fanning over him for years now, enjoying his music, sharing his music, and striking up a bit of a friendship. So I was so happy that he asked me to open for him. So I got to open for him this last Tuesday at the Troubadour in Los Angeles. So that was so cool. If you don't know his songs, you should definitely check them out. He's been very influential on me and my music, and yeah, I just love his stuff, so thought I'd mention that. Oh, someone wrote they can hear the birds tweeting. Yeah, I just thought if it gets where it messes with the sound too much, I'll shut the door, but it's so nice out. And so I just thought, enjoy this office, because I think I'm going to be moving my office. So the next show, hopefully I will be in a different office, studio. We'll see. Just needed to switch it up a little bit. There's lots of spiders up here. Sorry. This is getting distracted. Okay, let's get back to it. Yes, I do have my 3 beverages. I'm getting distracted by the comments. Let's do another one of my faves. I sang this on Tuesday. The reason I was going to tell you about Tuesday is, like, my friend Haley was right in the front row. And sometimes when you see, like, your mom or, like, a really close friend or, I don't know, when you look at someone you care about and then you just want to start crying. And that's exactly what happened. Maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm just a crybaby. Oh my God, even thinking about it. But it's like, I saw my friend who I love, who I've been playing music with for years. I saw her in the front row, and I started crying. But I recovered. I made a quick recovery. Well, the flood took the town, the fire took the bank, and no one has the money to recover what sank. Rusted out trucks, big heaps of metal. I'm sure this place was greener when I was little. Straight from the airport to fire and fury, but I always love the part where we pray to Mary. I'm searching the back for the faces like mine. Now there's one less face to find. Omaha Hotel, where I spent the night. I watched the bugs fly around in the parking lot. I couldn't catch a wink, sleeping in my blue jeans. Tears in a church kinda kill my dreams. I stepped away for a minute to get myself together. Watch them turn in the soil with the turning of the weather. And all at once there were no more chances. I wish we could have caught up under better circumstances. Well, I missed your babies, missed the wedding with the wrinkles on our face. Nostalgia is setting in. Omaha Hotel, where I spent the night. I watched the bugs fly around in the parking lot. I couldn't catch a wink, Sleeping in my blue jeans, tears in a church kinda kill my dreams. I stepped away for a minute, sat on the steps. I stepped away for a few years. I straightened my dress. If I said I regret leaving, I'd be lying. Just wanna live my life, and this place is dying. Omaha Hotel, where I spent the night. I watched the bugs fly around in the parking lot. I couldn't catch a wink, sleeping in my blue jeans. Tears in church kinda kill my dreams. Oh, 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 well, the flood took the town, the fire took the bank, and no one has the money to recover what's saved. Yay! I'll get a little sip of my coffee. Man, the birds were really singing that time. Are the birds getting distracting, or is it adding to the vibe? I hope your face is glitchy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just checking I know you guys are a little behind me in the feed. So tell me, are the birds... Oh, I requested that song. Of course! You guys requested a lot of little songs in the chat thing, so I'm compiling a list, and if I don't play the song you wanted today, I'm going to play it in one of the next shows. Some of you guys requested songs from a long, long time ago, so like Michael and Berkeley's Breathing, and I love playing that song, but I haven't played it for many years, so I have to go back and make sure that I remember the words and stuff, okay? The birds are adding. Okay. We're gonna keep the door open. It's nice and cool if I keep the door open, so we'll keep the birds. Okay, good. I'm glad the audio sounds good. Blue toothbrush. Man, I haven't played that one in a bajillion years. I wanted to play something. I get a lot of requests for songs from Walking Dead. So I'm going to play Be Good next. Different than, it's kind of a mix between what I played in the show and then my guitar-y album version. In the show, I just played like a really simple little piano chord. So I'm going to kind of do that. It's unclear now what we intend. We're alone in our own world, and you don't wanna be my boyfriend, and I don't wanna be a girl, and that's a relief. And we'll drink up our grief and pine for summer, and we'll buy a beard, a shotgun, and we'll lay in the lawn, and we'll be good. Now I'm laughing at my boredom and my string of failed attempts, 'cause you think that it's important, and I welcome the sentiment, and we talk on the phone at night. until it's daylight, and I feel clever, and I hear the slow in your speech. Yeah, you're half asleep. Say goodnight. Oh, 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 now I've got friendships to mend, and I'm selfishly dispossessed, and you don't wanna be my boyfriend, and that's probably for the best, 'cause that gets messy, and you will hurt me, or I'll disappear. So we will drink beer all day, and our guards will give way, and we'll be good, and we'll be good. Yay! You guys are like, nostalgia. I know, it brings me back too. Because I don't really play that song anymore at shows. Though I've been bringing it back. I brought it back for one in Atlanta recently. But yeah. It used to be one I played every show, and I had a little glockenspiel that I would play. Do you guys remember the glockenspiel? Maybe we'll keep it on. I really got so many requests for, obviously, for the Walking Dead song. So let's do Hold On. And then we'll go to some more of mine. They hung a sign up in our town. If you live it up, you won't live it down. So she left Monterey, son, just like a bullet leaves a gun. With charcoal eyes and Monroe hips, she went and took the California trip. Well, the moon was gold and her hair like wind. Said, don't look back now, just come on, Jim. You gotta hold on, hold on. You gotta hold on, take my hand. I'm standing right here, you gotta hold on. Well, he gave her a dime store watch and a ring made from a spoon. Everyone's looking for someone to blame. If you share my bed, you share my name. Go ahead and call the cops. You don't meet nice girls in coffee shops. Well, she said, baby, I still love you. Sometimes there's nothing left to do. You gotta hold on, hold on. You gotta hold on, Take my hand, I'm standing right here, you gotta hold on. You gotta hold on, hold on. You gotta hold on. Take my hand, I'm standing right here, you gotta hold on. Oh my gosh. Thanks, you guys. Yay, so many hearts and claps and it just said, are any of you having trouble with the video? Seems pretty like clean and clear on my end, but let me see. Cool. Maybe it's just some the connection. You gotta restart that Wi-Fi or something. I just want to make sure here. Yeah. It looks good on my end, but anyway. All right. I'm pretty sure my mom is tuned in. And so we gotta do one of my mom's favorite songs. My family's full of really strong, intense women, including me, I guess. I'm the softest of the bunch, I think. But they're very inspiring women. They inspire me, my sisters, my mom. They're very smart, so I'm lucky to grow up around them. I draw from them for inspiration all the time. So this song goes out to them, goes out to my mom who's probably watching. Here we go. My mother memorizes the dates of those who have died. She visualizes the numbers, buries them deep inside, somewhere close to her heart. And when it's been a few years, she digs up all the memories, waters them with her tears. I think I got the same genetics. It's why I can't sleep at night. It's why I'm sensitive to sunburns, and I forgive but can't forget. I'll fight, empathetic to my detriment. I'm so aware of every space I take. I fall in love and it's forever. It's just my genetic makeup. My sister called me crying, a low blow left her reeling, and I imagine her in her bed, screaming at the ceiling. She says she's back to go, but I know she'll never leave. 'Cause when it comes to giving her whole heart, my sister's just like me. Yeah, we got the same genetics. It's why I can't sleep at night. It's why I'm sensitive to sunburns, and I forgive but can't forget. I'll fight, empathetic to my detriment. I'm so aware of every space I take. I fall in love and it's forever. It's just my genetic makeup. Oh, I'm just along for the ride. Oh, I'm just along for the ride. Oh, I'm just along for the ride. The rhythm and sensitive to sunburns, and I forgive but can't forget. I'll fight, empathetic to my detriment. I'm so aware of every space I take up. I fall in love and it's forever. It's just my genetic makeup. It's just my genetic makeup. Yes. All right, you guys. Let's do a song about summer not ending. I love this song, but I never get to play it. We're gonna play this song, and then I'm gonna play you an all new song, which I think a lot of you guys have heard because I played it at the Christmas show. The Serena song. And then we're gonna play some new songs. Just keeping you updated on where we're at with the show today. Yeah, Charlie guessed it. Popsicles. Okay, we'll see if I remember it. Be kind. Indian summer, how much more can I take? I'm begging for the heat to break. My throat is parched, my skin is red, fan blowing in my face in a sweat-soaked bed. Fall is a daydream from when I was young. Backpacks, bonfires, cool in the sun. Crickets and kisses beneath the moon, sneaking upstairs to my bedroom. If I could take back just one thing, I'd rewind to the last day of spring. You held my hand, you squeezed it hard. We walked until the streets got dark. Gave me some new book to read, saying I hope you find what you need. And just like that, we're the broken hearted. Just like that, my fever started. And the green grass turned to sand, the sky filled with the haze. We thought we wanted freedom, what we got were these dog days. And our lonely hearts are lazy, sipping a stranger's salty kiss. Begging for a body, we'll take anything we can get. Labor Day weekend, 90 degrees, a bottle of beer between my knees. Smoke, a sigh, a sideways glance. He's not the type to ask me to dance, not the type to hold my hand, but he once played in some famous band. An empty pool, we both take a dive. We leave that party for a drive, but his hands are like sandpaper, his eyes are dark and dull. Months of dehydration have really taken their toll, and our tangled torsos tighten as we're moving out and in. He leaves before the traffic, now I'm burning up again. And I'm angry when he leaves me, I love me not. Popsicle to my temples, I'm so fucking hot. And I'm frustrated forever about the air that hangs around, wafted around my apartment. I can't cool down. Indian summer, how much more can I take? just waiting for the heat to break. Oh, someone just wrote, it's 90 degrees where I'm in. Remember when this was the B-side on Back on Love before it got revamped? Yes, I do. It was actually, yes, I do remember that, and I specifically was like, okay, I want it to be on Oh Jonathan, but I kind of want it to be in the world of Oh Jonathan. So the first version was a little more acoustic, and then the second version on Oh Jonathan was a little more, I don't know, spacey sounding, a little more echoey, spacey. But yeah, I like that one. And it's cool to have kind of different versions of it, you know? Even singing it just for you now feels different than on the record, so it's cool. You can sort of translate in different ways. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna play a not recorded song. I still haven't recorded it yet for my album because now I feel like I have to get it perfect because I've been getting good reactions from playing it live. I played it Tuesday. If you guys were at the last live, you know about my bad breakup. You know about my breakup with my next door neighbor. That's right. Hopefully he can't hear. You know, I got the door open. With my next door neighbor. So unfortunately, after the breakup, I knew he had moved on because I saw the new girl. Uh-oh. And the new girl's name is Serena. No, they have not moved yet. I wish they would move, but they don't. It's okay, I'm over it. But I know the new girl's name is Serena because I did some internet investigating. Like you do during breakups. Poor sweet Serena. Sending her this song of warning. Oh my gosh. Someone wrote, I love this song. Awkward. If you're new, you haven't heard this song yet, then yeah, you don't know the story. That's why I had to tell you the story. This is a song I wrote for my ex's new girlfriend, Serena. All new song, not recorded, so you can't find it anywhere. Oh, Serena, only 24, moved to Hollywood, ended up next door with my ex-lover. In the bed I bought, in the sheets I picked out, taking pictures of my dog. And it's a tough pill when you're 39 to learn the love I trusted is no longer mine, and the lies he tells are not the truth I seek. Oh, he was asking me for babies just last week. And so, Serena, cliche LA warning from the window where I saw you yesterday morning. He got a little cachet, now he is 40 and balding, and you're the shiny new pawn in a game he's controlling. But he can't keep this up, and neither can you without my presence. What will you two talk about when I'm not his obsession? No, he can't keep this up, and you deserve so much more. Save yourself and your career and run straight for the door. Oh, Serena, I just want better for you. Oh, Serena, I wish you love and patience. Hope you don't mind racist jokes directed at Asians. When he's road raging, may you stay calm and clear-headed. If you speak your mind, he's sure to leave you in dead end. And it's a true story. He'll say you do too much crying. He'll say you ruined his dinner when your father was dying. Oh, it's a roller coaster. Sometimes you're high at the top, but I'm too old for this shit. I wanna get off. So you kids have fun. Finally, Serena, temper your hopes of it lasting. He's a wannabe actor who got into casting. A power trip, a starving, hungry ego, and all the sleeping pills have really fucked his libido. So he can't keep it up, and neither can you without my presence. What will you two talk about when I'm not his obsession? No, he can't keep it up, and you deserve so much more. Save yourself and your career and run straight for the door. Don't give 3 years to a narcissist who will waste your time, break your heart, then throw you out for sure. Oh, Serena, I just want better for you. Poor Serena, I want better for me too. Yay! Ooh, I was like, you kids have fun! It's like I'm literally yelling to them out the door of my studio. Okay, you guys. Very, very exciting next part of the show. I want to get to some Q&As, so start thinking of your Q&As. I'm going to play you a little bit. I'm not going to play you the whole song. And I'm trusting you to keep these songs secret, okay? This is our little album check-in now, so you guys can see the progress I'm making. And then each show, I'll be able to play you more new little things. This will keep me on track, getting these songs recorded, getting them done. It's going to be a long album, so it's a lot of, I got to keep my mind focused and getting it all recorded. But if I have to report back to you every VEEP show and show you something new, then I'll get it done. Okay, I'm very excited, though. The first song I'm going to share with you, I'm just going to share with you the first little bit, but it's like a love song. And then the second song is a little sassier. But you're going to notice a very different vibe. Like, I think last album I did more of like an Americana type vibe, and I'm kind of going back to just something different. I guess a little bit more indie pop. I'm doing lots of like vocal stacking, which you'll hear. Vocal layering, like almost the voice as an instrument. Anyway, you'll hear it. I hope you dig. Here's some of the song, The Church and the Steeple. These are secret too, so if you want to record them for yourself, it's fine, but please don't put on social media. I'm trusting you. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's all you get. That's all you get. Also, those are just someone said I love the drums. I love the drums too. Most of them are actually more like program drums, so I'm gonna do real drums too. But you're getting the sneak peek into like what we have so far. Okay, so I'm glad you guys liked this. I wanted, I wanted it to feel really like happy and feel good and airy and like you're driving around in your car and yeah. Okay, but this one's a little sassier. Are you ready? It's called Sex on the Brain, Money on My Mind. Let's see. Okay, that's how you get at that one. I hope you like it. It's sort of sneaky because it's kind of sounds sexy, and then actually I'm saying like all these things about how I'd like more power in my life and as a woman. Okay, we've only got about 15 minutes left, so I think we should do like Q&A time. I'm gonna scroll through and try to find some of you guys' questions, or if you have any questions, type them up real quick. Let me look back and see if you've written any. Let's see. I hope you guys are having fun at this live. I'm so excited to do more. Okay, someone wrote, I know, I can't believe there's only 15 minutes left too. It went by really fast. When is the album coming out? Okay, since it's not even fully recorded yet, I have no idea, because even once it's completely recorded, I'll have to get it together as far as like promotion and all that. So I'm guessing not until 2026. But I do have an EP that I'll be releasing most likely in the fall, and that will have some new songs on there and some. I think you guys will really like the theme of the EP. So you will have new music before the end of the year. I just don't think you'll have the full, this like double album I'm making won't be able to come out until next year, because I got a lot to get in line before then. Is it okay that I made an Emily Kinney Superfans Discord channel? I think so. Thank you for being a fan and for finding new fans. Yeah, when you guys share my music, that's really cool to me. I share whenever I find really good music. I share with my friends too. Like I have very specific, music friends, like my friend Haley and So and my friend Robin and even Donovan. I've shared like music that I love with who I was just mentioning before, Donovan Woods. Like I have these like music friends that I like to share good songs with. So yeah, share it. If you dig my music, send it to your friends who you think might like it. Hold on, what do you mean by double album? Well, I mentioned before, originally this was going to be a double album. I just mean it's going to be like an extra long album. I'm not sure that it's going to actually be two separate like discs, but it'll be a very, very long album. Like instead of like 9 or 10 songs, it'll be closer to 15. Are you happy that you still get to do Comic-Cons and conventions? Yes, and in fact, I just agreed to do another one today. It's a great way for me to meet fans, not just from the show, but a lot of you have become music fans, and I'll bring my music, and sometimes when I get to travel to a new city, it allows me to play a show. Like I just did a convention in Peachtree City outside of Atlanta, and I was able to coordinate doing a show the night before. So it kind of is a way for me to get to travel and get to meet all the Walking Dead fans, but also get to play a little bit of music. So I love getting to do the conventions. I also get to catch up with actor friends that I don't normally get to see, because we all live in different places. So I really enjoy the conventions. And I'm going to do another one in Atlanta soon, and I'm going to do another one in September on the East Coast. So maybe I'll see you those. Do you play guitar with a pick or without? I play with a pick sometimes, and I play without sometimes. It just depends on the song. Sometimes when I'm first writing a song, I play without a pick. So like Serena, I just feel more comfy without right now, since I just wrote it not too long ago. Would you do a show in the UK? I would love to do that. Getting to the UK, flying to the UK can be quite a bit more expensive than playing shows here in the US. And so what I would love to do is find an artist to open for who already has shows and everything set up in the UK, already has those connects. So that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I would love to do a show in the UK. It is a little bit more difficult financially. Let's see. Will you come back to the camp? I hope so. That was really fun. That was a really fun convention. Probably one of the most fun ones I've ever been to. So, will you host another radio show? I found Noah Khan because of you. Oh, really? Yeah, I would love to. I'm actually having a meeting later today about trying to figure out what's next with my caffeine withdrawal. So that's the inside scoop on that. I would love to find a home for my caffeine withdrawal. I'm thinking about it more as like less of a podcast and maybe more as an actual unscripted show, though. Wouldn't that be cool? Get to have coffee on the road with bands or something like that. But I love it. Like I was such a fan when I was a kid of MTV, and I loved the MTV VJs. I thought they were all so cool. I watched TRL every day, so I'd love to bring back a little more of that vibe. I love writing songs, but I am also just such a music fan. I love going to shows, so would love to do more of that. Is the new album coming out on vinyl? Yes, definitely. I actually find that more people buy vinyl now over CDs. So, kind of crazy. People are into collecting vinyl. It's awesome. Do you still get nervous when doing shows? I do get nervous. I don't get as nervous as I used to get. Like, when I first moved to New York City and would go to auditions, particularly musical theater auditions for some reason, I would get so nervous to the point where it was like, shaking. Like, to the point where it felt like I couldn't quite do my best job. So I really worked to sort of center that and figure that out. And now I really don't get as nervous. Sometimes when it's an all new song, I'll suddenly get very nervous, like I'm going to forget it. But I always get a little nervous. Somewhere in my brain, the nervousness, I got some sort of perspective where I was like, oh, if I mess up, nothing bad happens. I just feel embarrassed. Like nothing bad happens to anyone if I mess up. Like I would be sad to disappoint people for messing up a song, but like no one's gonna die. I'm not like a doctor. I'm not messing up a surgery. It's all meant to be fun. So somewhere in there, my perspective was able to shift, and I was able to sort of quell some of my my stage fright that I used to get when I was younger. But once in a while, it'll just suddenly, hit me. So, yeah, it is scary. You're going up in front of people, bearing your soul. It's scary. So, okay, let's see. Can you sneak us the name of the album? I don't think I'm ready to do that yet. But maybe if you attend the next lives, that'll be your your reason. What colors or words would you use to describe the new album? Spiritual. Fun. Yeah. Yeah, fun, spiritual. I think that's all I got for right now. But definitely bright orange, pink, reds are the colors. Where I feel like Swim Team was definitely like blue and gray and anyway. Will you be in Nashville soon? Oh dang, not that I know of. I am trying to set up some city winery shows, and one would be in Nashville, so hopefully that will happen. I will definitely keep you posted. I love being in Nashville and spending time there, so hopefully soon. Um, let's see. How are the drum lessons going? You guys, my drum lessons have taken a little bit of a pause, but I need to get back on them. I've only had a few. I feel like I'm picking it up pretty quick, to be honest. But it's hard. Drums are hard. Will you come back to NYC anytime soon? Probably. I love going to New York and have so many friends that live there, and I lived there for so long. My manager is based in New York. All of my acting agents, my first acting agents, are based in New York, so I'm always back there for meetings and to see friends and see theater. So yeah, hopefully I will be in New York very soon. Let's see, I missed one of these. What song, what song do you have the most fun with performing live? Lately, I've loved playing It Won't Last Through the Weekend because I play a shaker and I have everyone in the audience also sing. So that one's been, and it's just like it's a really fun place in my register to sing. So lately I've been like, oh, I can't wait to sing this song. It's going to be so fun. So that one's probably my favorite. How do you come up with so many different melodies without sounding like your other songs? That's a great question. I don't really know. I don't really know how I come up with melodies. I just sort of like, it's more like the words just naturally fit in somewhere in my brain, and I just kind of keep saying them over and over until they turn into a melody. But I think listening to lots of different kinds of music also helps, you know. But it's funny, sometimes I do find myself fitting things back into the same melodies. Like you kind of find a groove in your brain, and you have to work to expose yourself to lots of different things to sort of shake it up, shake up the melodies. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go down a little bit. Will you release any merch for, is it 10th anniversary of This Is War? Oh my gosh. When is that? October? Maybe I should do some. That's a great idea. I'm actually going to write that down, that I should do some 10th anniversary This Is War, because that was one of my biggest albums. Yeah, we got to do that. So that's a great idea. I don't know what kind of merch we do. You know what, you guys, let's, how is Ben doing? He's doing great. I'll see Ben on Monday to work more on the album. I would love to have Ben on one of the VEEP shows, maybe the last one. Maybe that'll be like a prize to all who have made all 4. Get to see Ben. Ben's the best. He's such a good musician, one of my best friends, and just so smart. He's my musical partner. You know what? Let's sing one more song before we leave today. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. And then we'll close out our first summer session, but we have 3 more left. So thanks you guys so much for coming to these. I want you to know that, like, I know it costs money to get a ticket to these VEEPs, and that money is literally, once I pay people out and send the merch and everything, that money is literally going to make the next album. So it helps me so much, and your support helps me so much. And someone earlier had mentioned that they shared my songs with their friends or on a Discord or something, and like, that's so cool. Like, I love that you guys are here supporting me, and thank you so much. I'm so grateful. This has been really fun this afternoon, and I'll be back on Monday in the studio with Ben, working on new songs. But let's finish with a song. Okay? If your money runs out, if your lover runs away, if you find yourself crying at the start of the day, you gotta touch one toe to the cold wood floor. You gotta try a few steps so your legs are sore. And suddenly the sound of angels all around, lost and then found within the hour. From dark to light, from winter to summer. Sometimes I look in the mirror and stare at my face. Just a mess of missed marks all over the place. Just a stack of papers and a carrot chase. Just another number in the human race. But then I smell the coffee, I crave a shower. I think I'd like to stay at least another hour. And suddenly the sound of angels all around, lost and then found within the hour. From dark to light, from winter to summer. Oh, I had a dream last night of an empty drawer. I used to want a bunch of stuff, but I don't care anymore. I wanna be like my dream, clean and clear. I wanna act out love instead of fear. I wanna solve the puzzle of my bad brain waves. Why do we grow so tall just to crumble and fade? Why do I reach so high just to look down and die? I make a list of reasons to stay alive. And suddenly the sound of angels all around, lost and then found within the hour. From dark to light, from winter to summer. 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 Okay, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time. I'm going to work on some of those songs you suggested in the suggestion box so we can have a new group of songs for next time. Maybe go to some old This Is War songs. But thank you for being here. And I hope you have a great weekend. And I'll see you in a couple weeks. Okay, bye. Tell your friends to come to the next one.